Hello everyone, welcome into another episode of Rank Masters on this chilly winter day.
Yeah? Oh my god, the temperature
cold
dropped big time last night. It was great. We're sitting at freezing where I'm living in Kansas. I'm assuming you're pretty similar temperatures.
Yeah, I think it was 32 when I went to the gym today. So,
Nice. Heck yeah.
It's pretty cold.
Dude, those cold workouts hit different though. They really do.
I mean, I went inside, so
That's fair.
The only difference was that I had to walk a little faster into the gym
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I get it.
No, this is something they don't tell. I'm a new gym goer. I've been convinced by friends. And something they don't tell you is as soon as it gets cold, the gym gets a lot more full. So
that makes sense.
it's like you have all of the older ladies in your neighborhood that would normally just walk outside are now at the gym walking on the treadmills, which is fine. I normally don't use the treadmill at all. I don't like it.
What's your go-to exercise routine when you go to the gym? I'm kind of curious.
Right now, I do why can't I think of the word? Cardio. See, I'm new to the gym. You would understand. But all I do right now is cardio, which normally you do have a treadmill for, but I don't like the treadmill. So
treadmills are weird.
I normally do the elliptical and then the bike.
I love the elliptical, and the bike's also pretty fun. Does your gym have one of those step machines where it's endless stairs?
Yeah.
Those are so weird and so, oh my god, that is a burn of a workout. I did those every now and then, but it was painful.
Yeah. And then I'm mostly focusing on my core because I have back problems.
Same.
And so I need to strengthen my core is what the gym people tell me. So I've shifted, I've done yoga for a while now.
Yeah.
I've fallen off quite significantly in the last few months.
Oh my god, Trace, you fell off.
To get back up.
What the fuck?
I know, I fell off. So I've been shifting my yoga from leg to core since now I'm going to the gym to do cardio.
Okay.
I can do core yoga workouts, which are nice. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then soon, hopefully, someone will show me how to use those scary machines at the Planet Fitness so that
yeah,
I don't feel like a weirdo. And then maybe I can do some other body workouts. But right now, I'm just trying to get into a routine where I actually work out.
Yeah, I mean, that's the important part is just figuring out a schedule and, learning all that kind of stuff. I didn't know until a few weeks ago that you were starting to do do workout stuff, and I respect it because I tried to do workouts in the past, and I did not have the internal motivation to continue doing it.
The only internal motivation I have is I get called a good boy. So welcome to the podcast.
Hell yeah!
My name is Trace.
It's like a true friend. Oh my god, we didn't introduce ourselves, did we?
Yeah.
Hi.
My name is Trace. That's Seth.
Hello.
We have now turned into a fitness podcast.
Yeah. That's why if you look at the title of this episode, it's clearly about fitness.
Yeah, it's clearly about fitness. I told you what this is a list that we have had on our list of lists since the beginning.
Literally, I think it's one of the first five. It's the third one that's on our list.
Is it the third? I was like, it's either the second or the third.
Because the first one was top 10 podcast ideas. The second one was top 5 Pokemon of 2020, which I think we did that as our 20th episode. One of those.
We did something.
Yeah, and then there was this one. And then after that, we had celebrities who've been arrested at their own performance, which we did that one recently. We refer to the list when needed, Well,
the list is there when we don't have many ideas.
Which is always.
This is coming from Ranker.com with the most influential characters in furry history.
I love that. I love that title so much because I've seen the first entry on this list.
Right.
And I already know exactly what kind of list this is going to be, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, these I don't think are in any particular order, it looks like.
So we'll have to rank it afterward?
I know, but I think I'm going to go to the bottom because the bottom feels more obscure, and then we'll get closer to the top.
That's fair.
That's what I'm going to go with.
I do think so. I see 13 items at the top of this, so I'm guessing this has 13 items on it. So there will be 13 entries. So that gives us a sense of pacing, so we know how far behind we are.
Yeah, some of these I'm not going to spend too much time on because I have no idea what they are. Also, the person who made this list, I'm assuming this doesn't look like it was crowdsourced. This looks like it was written by someone.
Yeah, this was written by Jacob Shelton.
Yeah, definitely a straight man. So we'll get into that as curious, we read.
I want to see what other list Jacob Shelton has done. Because they have 29 jokes and cartoons you didn't get as a kid. Oh my god, they've done 1,843 lists. That's a lot of lists.
It's a lot of lists.
I
get it. The grind
there for a while. And I'm looking through. I don't see very many furry ones.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That sounds about like a little over a year's worth of work on websites like these. It's not a while.
Oh my god, you pump out a lot. Goddamn, that's impressive.
Yeah, normally it's like 3 to 5 stories a day is normally like what they're trying to get from you.
Holy shit!
Like it's bad.
Well, okay, so
they overwork you.
The furry list was updated November 5th, 2019. Let me see what their most recent list was. Their most recent list was October 16th, 2023. So they've been doing this for a while.
Good. You know, I'm glad Ranker doesn't do the horrible thing of making you write like 5 stories a day. That's nice.
I mean, they could, but who knows? We'll see.
They could. Maybe he's just a freelancer, so he just every once in a while,
possibly
every like couple of weeks, he's like, I'll write another Ranker. Anyway, coming in at number 13 apparently is the character Cutie Bunny.
I have never even heard of this character. What the? Okay, so
right.
I see a picture. It's clearly from a comic book.
Yeah, originally appearing as a pastiche of Go Nagai character Cutie Bunny.
Okay.
Cutie Bunny's popularity soared after appearing in the 1982's Army Surplus Comics. For the uninitiated, i.e. everyone reading this, CB, short for Cutie Bunny, is an anthropomorphic rabbit superhero who gets her powers from an amulet given to her by the sun god Ra. Looking at Cutie Bunny, it's easily to see how the early furry fandom transformed from admiring the shapely figures of the anthropomorphic characters to full-on costume play. That's just short for saying she's got titties.
She's got bahonkadonkas. That is absolutely
she's
true.
Also wearing very skimpy clothing.
So imagine, for the comic book fans out there, it looks like this is a parody almost of X-Men and the Avengers, and she's kind of got the Storm getup, but significantly more gimpy. No, gimpy? Skimpy. Yeah, that's the word I meant.
Yeah.
But then also ears and a muzzle that looks like a bunny. Which bunny faces kind of look like
you said muzzle, and I instantly thought about like what you put on a dog's face.
No. A dog's face is also called a muzzle trace. I don't know if you knew that.
But like you muzzle.
Yes.
I mean, that's a snout.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay. The little snoofer sniffy thing.
The snoofer. She's got a bunny nose.
The snoofer, right? Yes. Anywho.
Coming in at number 12 is Barry. From the Conquer video game series.
Oh, okay. I haven't played Conquer in a long time. I do not remember who this is. I don't remember Barry from Conquer at all.
Barry, the anthropomorphic ground squirrel girlfriend from the Conquer video game series, is the epitome of the epitome.
Epitome?
As soon as I said it,
the epitome of hyperboil.
The epitome of hyperboil. The epitome of Rule 34 of the internet.
Yes.
If it exists, there is porn of it. We know. What's the guy's name who wrote this?
I already
Jeremy.
Forgot. I don't fucking care.
Whatever. I'm gonna call him Jeremy now.
Hi, Jeremy. What's up?
We know what Rule 34. If we're on this list, honestly, we know what Rule 34 is.
Trace.
Okay.
We exist. Is there porn of us on the internet?
Yes.
Yeah. So we adhere to the Rule 34.
Don't go looking for it.
Please don't go
looking
for it.
Are furries into her because she was designed to wear nothing but a pink bikini? Or was she designed to wear nothing but a pink bikini because furries would be into it? Some mysteries may never be solved. Honestly, there are some things that come out today that feel like they were specifically designed to cater to the furry audience.
Okay, so you say that. I don't think that's only a today thing. I think whoever wrote this article was absolutely right in clocking this as potentially being made specifically for furries. I don't know what you know about the Conquer franchise.
I know nothing about the Conquer franchise except that's a stupid-ass name.
Have you ever heard of Conquer's Bad Fur Day at all? Like, does that ring any bells?
Yeah, like, I know of it, and I know, like, I've seen art from it, but, like, sure, I think it was mostly designed just to be sexy, because, let's be honest here, everyone, sometimes you've looked at a sexy animal in your childhood, and you're like, this does something to me. For some reason, it's in all of us. It's not just furries. All of us have experienced this at some point, okay?
That's
and we'll
fair.
Get to other characters in this list, and you'll be like, okay, fair.
Okay.
If you're not a furry, if you're a straight non-furry, there'll be some characters on this list that you'll be like, all right, I did kind of have a crush on them as a child. Like, it's coming.
Fair.
I just think, yeah, I mean, this, obviously, she looks very, very reminiscent of early furry art, of, like, just the same face shape and design.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This is the epitome. Of like, what furries looked like back then.
So, I do want to note something about the Conquer's Bad Fur Day, the video game franchise. I guess the single video game that is part of the Conquer franchise. The point of Conquer's Bad Fur Day is to feel, in terms of gameplay, very similar to other Nintendo 64 games. So it would feel like Banjo-Kazooie or Mario 64. However, it was designed to be as crass and NSFW as possible.
Okay.
I was it rated R? I actually don't remember if it was rated R. But it was rated M. Sorry, I forget that video games don't have an R rating. It was rated M on the Nintendo 64, but it feels like a normal Mario 64 game. And the people who made it were absolutely furries. Like, they put in very, very intentionally a lot of furry characters into it. And for a little bit more context, I'm looking up. I'm doing my research just to make sure that I'm getting things right. The back of her bikini has 69 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not, like, she was designed to be sexual. I'm just saying that, like, I think before furries were more well known, people were more, like, okay with just making an animal character sexy because they realized that people, like, men, like sexy girl bodies.
That's true.
And then it wasn't necessarily made for the furries. It was just made because, like, oh, haha, it's so funny, a cartoon character with big bahonga donkas and in a bikini. Like, I am more inclined to believe that is the truth than them seeking out a furry audience.
I think that's true, but I also think that they were aware of the furry audience back in the early, like, the late 1990s. Because it was present, and knowing that she's from Conquer's Bad Fur Day puts a lot into context for me. Anywho. Shall we move on? Who's next?
Coming in at number whatever we're at. 11?
Yeah, because that was 13 and 12.
Irma Felna.
That is not a name.
I don't know who this is.
Who the fuck is this? Hello?
Irma Felna is kind of an underground sensation in the furry community. Is she?
A sensation. I feel like the person who wrote this list is fucking lying.
Yeah, I think the person who wrote this doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about.
I have never heard of this before.
In a sense, she's the jawbreaker to My Little Pony's Nirvana. What the fuck does that sentence mean?
Oh, okay, so I just looked her up. She's the main character of one of the earliest furry comics. So she was made, like, the comic was called Albedo Anthropomorphics. It was made by a furry. It was specifically a furry comic book.
Right. Was this in that one documentary that I shouted out?
And already forgot about?
And I haven't watched the documentary since it came out last year. Okay,
understandable.
Forgive me.
I get it. No, I understand.
But yeah, initially Irma appeared in Albedo Anthropomorphics, a science fiction comic series that followed Felna's adventures through the complex socio-political underpinnings of her universe. And if the Star Wars prequels taught us anything, there's nothing hotter than bureaucracy.
Hell yeah, ain't that the truth, baby? Let's talk about politics. That's what gets me horny.
I mean, we bring that into Beastars. I was like, what's the legacy
yeah, I
anime?
guess you're right. You already
Beastars focuses a lot. Yeah, I mean, all I know is the legacy anime. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, you know what? You're right, technically.
But like, that show is mostly about weird, horny teenagers and then bureaucracy of an animal planet.
It's a weird show, actually. Like, genuinely.
I really like Beastars, and not just because it's part of it is because I like furry characters. Obviously, if you didn't know, if you haven't listened to this podcast before,
Trace, you're a furry?
I'm a furry.
For shame. For shame, Trace. I never would have guessed.
I just like the way it explores the worlds. I like the characters and their interactions. I do really like Beastars. And not for horny reasons, because one, they're teenagers.
They are
and
teenagers.
It makes me feel a little icky.
Yeah.
But even if he's 18, it makes me feel a little icky.
Yep.
So I don't like.
Yep.
Like it.
Yeah. It's okay to like things. There's nothing wrong with liking things.
I just feel like I have to justify myself, because sometimes I'm like, oh, do you like it just because you're a furry? Or like, I literally have a character from a TV show I've never watched on my desk right now, because it's a furry character and we thought it was hot. So
was it QB?
Sometimes it's QB.
Yeah.
It's still right here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I have to check myself sometimes.
Hey, I get it,
Just to check in with myself, be like, okay, do I like it because I think they're hot, or do I like it just because I think it's a cool show?
I think that is a hard line to draw when you're in the furry fandom, because you're right. A lot of people will assume that anytime you express interest, it's purely because you're a furry, and not the actual reason of you might genuinely enjoy that thing. Who knows? But
coming in at number 10, we have a friend of the show.
Is it QB? Oh my god! Wait,
no, it's Rogue the Bat.
Rogue the Bat! Hey! Flashbacks to
franchise.
Fucking episode 10, baby. Let's go.
When Rogue appeared in Sonic Adventures 2, fanboys flipped the F off. In regular Sonic circles, Rogue is mostly perceived as an annoying jewel thief, but in the furry fandom, she's unsurprisingly a very popular modern character with a lot of YouTube tribute videos that you can look up for yourself, you creep.
There are a lot of YouTube tribute videos. Many of them come from Sonic X. I'm aware. I'm very aware.
Late at night when you feel lonely, do you put on the Rogue the Bat AMV?
No. Genuinely, Trace, I don't think I've ever actually watched an AMV.
Really?
Of anything. I think I've seen like 30 seconds of one and thought, this is stupid. This is dumb. I don't like
Was it on this show? Like, I think on this show I admitted my first experience seeing Final Fantasy characters.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, was watching an AMV. Like, I guess it's not technically an AMV because it wasn't animated. It was just clips from what's that movie?
Right? Oh wait,
The Second Children.
Fuck it, I don't know. It was a Final Fantasy VII movie.
Final
right?
Fantasy, yeah.
Advent Children. That's what it was. Yes,
Advent Children, and it had Cloud and Sephiroth. And they were fighting to Nickelback's Next Contestant.
That's really funny.
It's so good. Like, I sent it to you after the episode, right? Like,
yes, you did, and I watched
because I looked
some
it up, and I showed you a re-upload, but it is still like 12 years old.
Yeah. That's how that's how early YouTube was, honestly.
I know. It's so crazy because it's like I had to recreate this because the original one was deleted, but so it's like it's not, and I can tell that like there's some scenes I remember in my brain that aren't in this re-upload, but it is so close and it feels the same that I'm like, this is fine.
Yeah,
and I think it's so hilarious. And still, honestly, I can't hear the song Next Contestant by Nickelback without thinking of those two twinks fighting each other. Like, that's just what it is. Those things are ever linked in my brain.
Hey.
Every time I see Cloud, it's Nickelback. Every time I listen to Nickelback, it's Cloud.
They're
the same.
I get it.
Cloud McStrife is Chad Kroger.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, but I I guess I just don't. I never understood the appeal of AMVs because, like, I think they're an interesting editing challenge just from the perspective of being a video editor. But I feel like it's not making much, if that makes sense. Like, I like when people actually animate something to a music to song. That's fun, and I do watch a lot of those of people who are actually made their animations. But when it's like a fan cam, that's basically what it is. It's animated fan cams, right?
But fan cams are kind of fun. Like, you're just kind of showing the appreciation, and I think it's kind of cute. Like, I'm not
no
gonna
one's
blame
made a fan cam of me.
Yeah, okay, anyone listening, make a fan cam of me. All right, I want to see it.
Of Trace and not me. Wow.
No, not you, just me. But then call it a Rank Masters fan cam, and it's just me.
No, podcast ends immediately. I refuse to record another fucking episode.
The next episode comes on and we're like oddly very distant from each other, and like you can tell we're upset.
Oh my god!
The comments start coming in. They're like, "Do you think Seth and Trace are fighting?" And then I vague tweet on Twitter and like, when your best friend doesn't understand art, sad face or something. Like, oh my god, let's have a fake internet feud. I think it would be so fun.
Honestly, I do know a lot of people who've done that specifically as like a way to garner views and stuff, which seems scummy, but also it would be doable. It would be really funny, to say the least. I would
play into it a little bit if like I would. I think it would be very fun.
As someone who, I wouldn't be able to contribute much to it because I don't have a Twitter, but I might be able to like vague post in my Discord server. I have a channel,
or like our community, like your YouTube community channel, tab, and be like
community tab. Let's be real here.
I look at the community tab.
I'm glad you do. No one else does. You're alone. Literally nobody has that. But no, in my Discord server, I have a channel that's called like Random Seth Thoughts or something like that. Here, let me see the exact. Yeah, Inside Seth's Head. And that when I got rid of Twitter, that's where I used to go put like random things that would pop into my head as if it were Twitter.
Give me the last thing you put in this.
Burger.
Oh no, that's a banger tweet. You should have kept Twitter.
Well, no, it was on September 12th. So this was after.
I thought you were gonna say September 11th.
No, this was after my 9/11 Dairy Queen visit.
Right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. The one right before it says it's weird going to a store and seeing someone else with the name Seth there and like hearing the staff call him Seth but not me. Like, did you get your cookie, Seth? And I look up confused as I didn't order a cookie and someone else just goes, yeah, I got it already. And that was.
But now you kind of want a cookie?
Yeah.
God, I did grocery shopping before I hopped on here, and I ordered myself some stuff to make cookies. So
hell yeah! Oh my god, we love cookies.
I'm so hungry.
Also, I want to just say this as a way of like self-promoting a little bit, but also like humble brag. This was from back in June, but another one inside Seth's head. There's a sense of pride that comes with knowing a video I edited for someone is now their most viewed up video on their channel. Like, hell yeah.
You know what? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you,
I'm legitimately so proud of the fact that that's their most viewed video too. And I know it's just because they collaborated with someone who's way bigger than them. But and that like my editing has nothing to do with it. But also, does it? Maybe it does.
Does it? Maybe it does. I mean,
maybe
like when my stories, like when I was writing tabloids.
Yes, as you know, you wrote this story on Ranker. Yeah, we're aware.
Right. So when I was writing tabloids, I remember one of my proudest moments was I got an email because I was doing it through contract labor.
Yeah.
But the person I was contracting out through sent me an email that was like, hey, the online magazine that you're writing for right now actually wanted me to tell you that you got front page, even though they don't normally give it to the contract workers. Because your story on like, I think there was like the Grammys or something was so good.
Nice.
Like, no way.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then I got fired 2 weeks later. So.
Well, Trace, see, the problem was that you shouldn't have gotten fired.
I know, right? But
imagine if you just stayed working there and never got the amazing job that you have now, and never, went down the path of life that fate has provided to you.
I know. I mean, I wasn't going to work there the entire time, but like,
yeah, probably not.
I learned later that literally all of the contract staff was laid off. They were no longer.
Oh, okay. Okay,
so
gotcha.
it wasn't just me. Like they just laid off the contract staff.
Fair.
Which
Skill
sucks.
issue.
But that's what happens when you like freelance. You're not protected by any labor laws.
Yeah,
really?
yeah. I remember from my time being a DoorDasher. I could say that now because I'm not. And my time as a video editor, which I still am, but no one cares if I say who I edit for. What was I talking about? I don't know anymore.
I don't know.
Broke the bat.
Number 9, we have Alicia.
Because I'm looking.
I think that's how you pronounce that. It could be Alicia.
I've seen that pronounced Alicea in the past. Because I
what the fuck?
Alicea, yes. I do have friends with the last name spelt exactly like that, and they pronounce it Alicea. I don't think that's how this anthropomorphic unicorn pronounces it, but that's how it has been pronounced in the past, in my life at least.
Your friends are crazy.
Well, I do know one of them might be listening to this, so we'll find out.
Girl, okay, if that's how you pronounce that name, go get therapy. Yeah, it's Alicia, like Alicia Keys. Like, It's literally the exact same spelling. It's just Alicia.
Yeah, I know some people who pronounce it like Alicea.
Get help if you pronounce it that way.
I think it's a Puerto Rican name in that case. I think that's the reasoning behind it. I don't know if that actually is like how it's pronounced in Puerto Rican. Like, I know I'm saying Puerto Rican as if it's a language. It's not, but like, you know what I mean. But you know what? That's how they use it. Shout out what?
Shout out Bad Bunny. Puerto Rico.
Oh.
Sorry. Anyway, an interesting pattern that continually emerges in furry fandom is the massive fan bases behind characters that were barely in the media that spawned. That's so true.
That is extremely true.
I think Jeremy actually gets something. All right. Alicia, an anthropomorphic unicorn, doesn't appear in Xanadu, the comic, not the roller skating space epic. I don't even know either one of them.
Me neither.
As often as the main characters, but if you're a person who peruses Xanadu fan art, you'll probably notice more sexy unicorns than gentleman thief cats.
Wait. Oh my god. Okay, so I just looked up the cover image of the first issue of Xanadu. Trace, I'm going to send it to you and tell me what you see.
Do it.
Gentleman thief cats are
why are they kissing?
I don't know. Kind of cute.
I think one of those is a woman.
Yes, but
it's straight.
It's still cute though.
But I do like how they prominently featured Alicia.
Yeah, she's like right there. Like, goddamn.
She's very in the front. They knew, they were like, this is look at the sexy horse.
Look at the sexy horse. Yeah.
But I like the art of these two in the background.
It's a neat art style for sure.
Alicia gives me the creeps a little bit, but like, the two in the background I think are very cute. And it looks like a cat and a fox just making out back there.
Yeah. But like it's a soft and tender makeout. No one, unless you Google this, Xanadu is spelled Xanadu. Unless you Google that, you're not gonna know what the fuck we're talking about.
Probably, unless you're really weird.
Unless you happen to already know about what Xanadu is, in which case.
Actually, shout out the 40-year-old furries in the audience. If you're
actually
one of them, please sound off. I love you. Some of my best friends are 40-year-old furries, so
I wish I was more open and willing to connect with the older furries, because like they are very cool, but for some reasons there might be a trauma thing associated with it that I'm not aware of. I do legitimately think that like trauma might have contributed to like why my memory's so shit. But I for some reason just feel really uncomfortable around many older furries, and it sucks because I don't like they're great.
Is it the racism?
I don't know if any of the furries that I interact with are racist. I feel like if that's the case, I typically don't interact with them. But like,
I'm mostly talking about like the association of like when I'm around old people I assume that, I was like, there's a higher chance that these people are racist. Like,
that's not what I go into the interactions assuming, but I can see how that would contribute to it.
Oh, you weren't on Twitter, so you didn't see like the old lion man that went on a racist tirade, did you?
No. Hello? What the fuck has been going on Twitter?
this was a while ago. So there was an old fursuiter, like an older man who fursuited as like the lion from Sing 2 specifically.
Okay, interesting.
And like a lot of people really liked him because it showed that he's like 65 or something, or maybe older. I don't know. So like a lot of people liked him because it showed that you can still have fun and enjoy the fandom even as you get into your golden years or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm going to buy a gun because I'm scared of what's happening at the border. And people were like, whoa.
Interesting.
So,
very interesting thing to say. God.
Yeah, it took a really bad turn, and people were like, well, goddamn, I guess. No more looking up to Grandpa, I guess.
Okay. Yeah,
it was bad, all right?
Yeah, it was. Okay. Well, I'm glad I wasn't there for that part. Fuck Twitter. God, I can't wait. I can't wait for that fucking site to crash and burn. I don't know. I think Rogue was 10, so this one was 9. So I guess next is 8.
Coming on to number 8 is finally a character I can relate to, Scar.
God, I wish I was coming into the Scar. What? No.
What?
You said coming in at number 8.
What?
Never mind.
Oh my.
Anywho, continue. What's up? Hi, Scar.
Girl, coming in at 8. Scar.
You always introduce things on the list like that, and I've made that joke like how many times by now?
I don't think you've ever made that joke. I definitely
have. I know I have.
I'm gonna look over here for a little bit. Coming in at number 8 is Scar.
Anywho.
So everybody likes a bad boy.
True.
And who's more of a bad boy than the lion who killed his brother in an attempt to overthrow his kingdom?
Ah, yes, because the sexiest thing is murder.
The sexiest thing is politics, is bureaucracy.
That's true, actually, yeah. We've talked about this.
It took about a decade, but after appearing in The Lion King, Scar worked his way up in the furry hierarchy, and now he's kind of a big deal. No, it was
didn't
from
take
the
a
beginning.
Decade. Oh my God.
It was from the start. He is the reason that... Go ahead.
We just both stopped talking there.
Yeah, I know, because we were talking over each other.
Interrupting with it. No, I was just going to say the moment that movie dropped, people's pants were on the floor in the theater. Which was really inappropriate given how many kids there were, but you know what? So be it. That's life, baby.
I don't know what you're on today. I'm on
a very different energy right now.
I'm like the monkey looking over kind of meme.
Anywho.
So Scar,
yes.
I was gonna say he's the reason that a lot of him and Kovu are like the reason a lot of us are furries nowadays.
Yeah, Kovu.
I was watching a friend's stream. Shout out RC.
I didn't know that RC streamed. Did I? Wait, hold on. Did I know that?
I don't know.
I'm stupid.
Shout out RC.
I don't watch streams very often, but I might change that now.
Shout out Costa Rica. Shout out RC. Since we're shouting out Latin countries.
Shout out Brazil, that one place that the Venga Boys went to one time.
The Venga Boys?
Yeah, the Venga Boys had an album that was the Venga Boys in Brazil, and I thought that was really funny.
Okay.
You know who the Venga Boys are, right?
Not off the top of my head right now.
The Venga bus is coming, and everybody
from
New York to Francisco, get up and do the disco.
You're right. Okay, now I understand. Okay.
We like to party. All their songs are that exact same vibe, by the way.
You're in certain circles online. Have you seen what the Timberwolves fan page from Brazil posted today?
No? What circles do you think I'm in? What's the Timberwolves fan page?
I'm going to send you something real quick. I'm going to send you it on Telegram.
What the fuck are Timberwolves? Hold on, now I'm confused.
The Timberwolves are a minor league basketball team, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm not a sports guy.
The Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, I'm seeing that. What was the fan page? What did they
I'm sending it to you right now.
Telegram or Discord? I need to know.
Telegram.
Okay, I have my phone on mute, so I need to pull that up.
Yep.
Oh, yep, I've seen that before. Why the fuck would they post that?
I don't know.
Holy shit.
It's okay for those listening. It is a giant timber wolf deep throating the entire body of a snow leopard multiple times over and over until he finally swallows them with swallow physics and in the stomach physics. And this is a basketball fan page that posted this. So like there are a bunch of normies
known for like animations just in the universe. Why?
Really? Okay.
Yes, this is extremely well known. There's another version of it where instead of his mouth, he's putting the micro up his butt.
I think I was like, we can stop. I think I know where that's going.
Yes, but like, holy shit! How did they find that? Why did they save it? Why did they post it? I don't know. So many mistakes were made in this. I want to know if I know who the artist of this is. I want to know if he's been told about this. He's had to have been told about this.
It's so funny. Like it's funny. The funnier things are the reactions of people like absolutely. In the comments. It's hilarious. Anyway, Scar. I love Scar. I was watching RC's stream. And he was streaming with someone that had like a 2D avatar. What are they called? Like the PNG
a VTuber,
ones?
A PNG tuber, yeah.
Yeah, a PNG tuber. And they were using a Scar PNG. And for some reason they had like the 2 sexiest frames alive of Scar. So like every time this man talked, I was like, this is doing something for me. I think I should be watching this stream. So I'm a fan of Scar. We like Scar.
We like Scar.
Maybe the Timberwolves should post a Scar thing. I think that would be better.
I'm very scared. Okay, I'm looking at the artist of that, or the animator of that. He's on Blue Sky. He hasn't been on Twitter since it looks like September 20. It looks like September 20th was the last time that they were on Twitter. So I don't know if they found out about it.
They're free from torment.
Free from torment, indeed. Where the fuck? Hold on. Hello? I didn't actually know that they're on Blue Sky, but for some reason Blue Sky is not opening properly. Okay. I'm investigating. Here we go. Hi. No. Okay, he hasn't been active on social media in general for like the past 11 days.
Oh, okay.
Because he's an animator, so he was disappointed that Blue Sky doesn't support videos. So I'm like, I get it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I get that.
But I'm in his Telegram chat too. I forgot to check that.
Oh my god.
Spruce, have you said literally anything about this?
Anyway, coming in at number whatever we're on now is Omaha the Cat Dancer.
I'm gonna have to put my phone down. Who was Omaha the Cat Dancer?
Omaha might be the first overly erotic comic book character aimed directly at furries.
I might have seen her actually, yeah.
The character got her start in the fanzine Voodie before making the jump to the big times in the 9th issue of Bizarre Sex. The plot of Omaha follows Susan Jensen, Omaha's real name, as she transverses the world of anthropomorphic strip clubs and tries to keep her love life in order. Honestly, this story sounds like it fucking rocks.
This story does sound detailed, yeah, honestly.
I kind of like this. To be honest with you, first of all, art looks very amazing. Very pretty, I love how her nipples are I love how her nipples are popping out of her mesh shirt. Top fucking tier.
Trace, I didn't think you liked women.
I don't. I'm saying like the artistic sexuality of it is very good.
Okay.
Like, it's really nice. Like, I'm not saying like it's not like boner alert. It's like it's just a very good image.
I get it.
Like the way that they've posed her, the feet. Whoever drew this was into feet. Like, it's good.
Trace.
It's just good.
Trace.
What?
You can't talk about feet on this podcast. You know that. We have people in our audience who will immediately stop listening if you say the word feet.
Yeah, I'm one of them, all right? But I'm just saying, it's a good photo.
Okay.
I think it's good. And also,
it's great art. It genuinely looks very well made.
Have I told the story about how I used to watch a show called Strange Sex when I was far too young?
Yes, actually, I do. I have recollections of you telling the story. I don't know if this was in private or on the podcast, but
well, if it was on the podcast, skip like the next 15 seconds or whatever. But so my mom used to record a show called Strange Sex, and like it was one of the first times I'd ever heard of what a furry was. Mm-hmm. But like they would have like random and weird sex topic episodes of like all over the place, all a bunch of different kinks.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I'd wait for my mom to watch them, and then she wouldn't delete them for some reason. But anyway, after it had the watched check mark, I would go in behind her the next night, stay up really late, and I would watch them.
So she wouldn't know that you've seen them by it already having the watch check mark on it. That's clever.
So then I'd watch them after they had already had the watch check mark next to them. And I learned way too much at a very young age.
I bet. Good Lord.
I think that's a reason why I'm so quirky and fun.
Yeah.
Up next.
Trace, are you, or...
What did you say? I wasn't looking at you. What'd you do?
Are you or
Are you both?
for people, okay, you know that stereotypical like gay hand thing, where like they put out. I don't know how to describe what that motion is. But it's the stereotypical
the gay hand, limp wristed.
But if you do two limp wrists, you do the dinosaur thing, and that's autistic people have been doing that to like signify themselves, which I think is kind of funny. So I have no further way to communicate what the fuck I'm saying anymore.
Yeah. The next one, since I can't say coming in anymore, is Beast.
I mean...
From the outside looking in, it seems obvious that modern furry cosplay was influenced in a big way by Beast from Disney's Beauty and the Beast. It wasn't. You're wrong, Jeremy.
I think it might be, given the size difference between like fursuits and like just regular people. He's definitely...
They're not like making the fursuits be large specifically because they saw the Beast and they're like...
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, no.
Like, to influence something, you have to see the actual influence. It can't just be like... That's a big hairy man and that's a big hairy man. They're obviously influenced by each other. That's not how it works.
Causation is correlation and causation are clearly the same thing. You're absolutely right. I think
never mind the fact that he
knew what he was saying. I will not let you interrupt me, Trace. Fuck off.
Never mind the fact that he's totally a tortured hunk who lives in a castle. Tortured hunks who live in castles are hot. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you for adding that. What the fuck? Hello?
Take a look at the massive head, the oversized hands, the bulky... Maybe this man isn't straight. It's almost as if Disney's designers were predicting that the style of furry costumes that would become common in the early 2000s.
I think this man isn't straight. I think this man knows what he likes, and it's the Beast, and it's his big old hands.
It's the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
It's the hands that can wrap around my fucking waist, and nope, I'm not going to continue that thought.
Yeah. So you know what? I am a fan of the Beast. I think he's very hot.
I agree.
I do not agree with what he's saying about how this influenced furry costumes, as he says in this.
There are definitely similarities between fursuits and the Beast, but yeah, I think that's coincidental in the fact that, like, in order to make a costume, it has to be bulky. Like, that's just how it works.
And I don't know, because even when I look at, like, the facial features and the way that the Beast is anthropomorphized, I'm like, not many fursuits actually look like this.
That's true.
Even the ones that are going for realism don't even look like this. Like,
if you're going for realism, you wouldn't want to go for this, would you? Like, no. This isn't a realistic animal standing on two legs. This is a clear beast. It's
clearly a beast. Do you think that's where they got the name?
Wow. Trace, where do you think they got the name Beast for Beauty and the Beast? I have no idea where that could have came from. Genuinely appalled. Belle really is a beast. Yeah, honestly, the Beast was the Beauty the whole time.
Just switch them.
The Beast was inside of us the whole... No.
Well... the next one.
I've broken you, Trace. You can't say it again.
The next one is Gadget. From
Go Gadget.
Tailspin. Which I'm surprised I remember is it Tailspin? No, Tailspin was the one where they had Baloo, right?
I don't.
Or they both Tailspin.
What the fuck you're talking about? I don't know.
Where they had Chip and Dale, and then they had Gadget, who is like the mechanic.
I don't know. It says she's
Rescue
a
Rangers.
main character from Rescue Rangers. Yes.
Yeah, I was like, from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Okay, so Tailspin is the one with the balloon and they're in the airplanes.
Okay.
Different shows. Same era of Disney, different shows.
Disney had a lot of like just weird shows that I never watched, so I kind of get it, you know?
I obviously did. She was one of the first relatable hot characters that you could take. Wait, what? Characters that could take care of herself, was strong, and had a way about her that made you feel like you could actually date her. And wait, she's a mouse. You kind of forgot that she's a mouse, and that's how they get you.
Okay, looking at her, like the way her face was designed compared to the faces of Chip and Dale, yeah, I can see how you would forget that she's a mouse. She's just a human with a mouse nose and ears.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
That's kind of it. You know, Chip and Dale have very prominently animal characteristics. She does not. She's just a human with a weird nose and ears. You know? And as we all know, animal ears are hot even for non-furries.
Correct. Well, I mean, like, I can see it, because Gadget was, like, a really relatable and nice character, like, in the show.
Yeah.
So I can see how, like, young straight boys would be, like, also crushing on her.
Oh my god, boys.
Boys? Are we gonna talk about boys?
Boys, yeah.
But I can see that. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But I have nothing else to say about Gadget.
Yeah, me neither. Next. I genuinely did not watch Rescue Rangers as a kid, so I don't even remember this era of things.
This era of Disney was the era of banger opening themes. Like, this is the same like DuckTales. Like,
DuckTales opening theme ruled. Oh my god.
This is the same era. Like, they had great theme songs.
Interesting. Okay. I'll have to look up the Rescue Rangers theme song. I haven't heard it.
Up next, because I can't think of any other way to say this now.
Up next on this list, number fucking whatever number we were on.
I don't even know what number we're on. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Up next.
I get it. I understand. Yeah. Anywho,
I think
Bugs
we're
Bunny.
On 5.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, Bugs Bunny's cool. I like Bugs Bunny. He's hot. I think that is this the first.
Okay, tell me how Bugs Bunny is hot.
I mean, he
tell me right now.
He knows his way around cross-dressing. He's very open about his own personality, very lacking shame, lacking a concept of, like, he's very... I want to embody him, if that makes sense.
As an object and not as a person, how is Bugs Bunny hot?
He's a twink and could be used as a fleshlight.
Maybe I asked too much. Maybe.
Look at that cute bunny butt, baby. Let's go.
Don't stop.
Why?
Stop.
Why?
I asked too much.
You asked too much. This is what you asked for. You specifically said, as an object, what do I see in Bugs Bunny? He's got a cute bunny butt. I don't know what to tell you.
Number 3.
Why is that what broke you? Hold on, no, we're not moving on. You've confessed to liking significantly stranger characters than I have. Significantly stranger characters than Bugs Bunny.
It's not the fact that you like Bugs Bunny. It's just the way that you described Bugs Bunny. I don't know what it is about today.
Uh-huh.
This is the start of our feud. This is
where our beef comes from.
This is where the beef comes from.
From fucking Bugs Bunny. Goddamn. Yeah, I
not yet.
Well, speak for yourself, Trace.
Okay.
Yeah, no, so, like, this article specifically says some part of you is subconsciously attracted to Bugs' nihilism. And I do agree. I think that his personality is a huge part of what I find attractive about him, honestly. Like, I don't see him as an object despite what you want me to see him as for some goddamn reason. I like his personality. I like the fact that he's so confident in himself. Like, he can be in the weirdest goddamn situations and he just adapts instantly. Like, he doesn't feel out of place ever. You could put him in a women's, like, a busty big old thing with a honk of donkas and he'd fit right in. He's like, hell yeah, I'm so down for this. And I think that kind of Yeah, the opera episode. Exactly. You know what I'm talking about. And the fact that he's just so willing and open and unashamed of who he is and whatever he's doing, he's just going for it, girl. I love that. And that's something that you don't often get. So often you get like these shy twinks who have zero confidence in themselves. You ask them what they want to do and they say, I don't know. You ask them where they want to go to eat and they're like, I don't really want to go anywhere to eat. I just kind of want to, I want to go out, but I don't really know where. And they just kind of do this thing. And no, I like decisions. I can make a decision. Sometimes. But like, I've never done this in my goddamn life outside of irony though. Like, seriously, so many people just are refusing to make decisions, refusing to say what they want. And Bugs Bunny, he knows what he wants at all times. He's fucking hot. Yeah.
That was your equivalent of, like, the Barbie movie monologue?
I've never seen the Barbie movie.
Oh, well, for those who have, like, remember the monologue in the Barbie movie? Seth just went through one of those, I think.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know who it affected or who it woke up from a trance, but God help you if that's what you needed.
God rest your soul.
At number 3, we have Robin Hood from the Disney's Robin Hood.
I mean, this is just objective truth, yeah. This
is true.
This is very much an inspiration of furries everywhere.
Yeah. There were cartoon animals before Disney's Robin Hood, but the titular character from I know, you're thinking of tits, from the 1973 animated film opened the door to the idea of a saucy anthropomorphic characters in a way that Mickey Mouse never could.
He never could.
Robin may have been the first cartoon hero that men wanted to be and women? Why'd I say it like that?
Women.
And women, I don't know.
Women. Women
wanted to be with.
I thought we were just gonna have like a minute where we're just repeating women to each other. That would have been funny.
There's something wrong about this episode. I don't know what it is.
This episode has an energy. It really does.
There's an energy here that I don't know. Maybe it's the winter.
Possibly, yeah, you're right. Honestly, just the instant onset of winter. Like, I feel like 3 fucking days ago it was summer.
It literally went from 80 degrees to the next day it was 50 degrees.
It
that's
really
what happens
did.
To
It
me.
dropped instantly.
So,
God,
anyway, Robin Hood. Weird. I agree. There's a one scene in Robin Hood where he's all tied up.
Yes, Trace?
I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Next up.
Understandable. No elaboration.
No, I mean,
no, you're right. You're right not to elaborate.
I really actually do like the design of Robin Hood. I like the way, specifically the animation and the way he moves.
He does have great animation.
I think there's a lot there. And I mean, Lil Jon.
Talk
about a fucking dump truck, right?
Yep.
I'm trying to meet your energy here.
No, you're right. You're right.
Lil Jon's dump truck, and I mean,
he's got a dumpy. Fun fact: he had the exact same model as Baloo and many of the same animations. So yeah, I get it. Anywho, continue.
So I don't know. I think Robin Hood and Lil Jon should have gotten together at the end of the movie, not Robin Hood and Maid Marian.
I mean, obviously, but you know, they're
can't have everything.
Off a fairy tale. Ugh. Tragic.
Make it gay. I think they should update it to modern audiences where Lil Jon and Robin Hood get together.
Oh god.
And obviously,
is that next
Lil
on
Jon
the
is
Disney
the bottom.
live action remake list? Also, yeah, Lil Jon's absolutely the bottom. Holy shit. But yeah. I mean, there's no way that you do Robin Hood in modern day and don't make them like fuck hard.
I need a man.
Anywho. Yes, you do, Trace. Yes, you do.
I'm so lonely. Next on the list at number 2.
Number 2!
We have Cheetara from Thundercats.
I feel like Cheetara didn't actually inspire any furries at all. Hot take.
Because it's literally just a woman with some body paint.
But... Yeah, I think so many non-furries think that Thundercats had more of an influence on furry culture than it did. And I don't think it did.
There are a lot of like older as in like, again, shout out the 40-year-old furries.
Yeah.
That have told me that they watched Thundercats and they were attracted to the man, whatever the fuck his name was.
I don't remember his name. I could never be attracted to someone named Brandon. Sorry if your real name is Brandon. Don't tell me. Give me your Sona name instead, and I'll just call you that.
Don't tell me. Give me a fake name instead. If your name is Brandon, gross. Give me a fake name.
Honestly, there are so many people in my life that I only know by their fake name. It's different when their real life name and their furry name are the same thing, either because they like their real life name, like Trace, or they were trans and they picked their real life name, in which case, hell yeah, fucking rules.
What are you talking about?
What?
Trace is my furry name.
Yeah, Trace is your furry name. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But yeah, there's
my real name is Brandon.
No! What? You lied to me all these years to protect me, and now you reveal?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway,
all right, podcast, this is the real beef. Fuck the Bugs Bunny shit. This is the real reason that I hate you now. We're beefing because your name's Brandon. Someone made a fucking Brandon fan cam.
Someone make a Brandon fan cam, please. Someone make a Brandon fan cam out there. Chitara is the lone female member of the Thundercats, and there's something about a woman that could tear you to ribbons.
Hello?
At any moment's notice, that's really sexy, you know? I just related to that.
I mean, he's right. He's absolutely right. He's spitting facts here.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't know where that came from, though.
I'm a gay man, but the only women I'm ever attracted to are the ones that I feel like could really hurt me. Shout out Megan Thee Stallion. coming in at number 1.
Trace.
Number 1, Lola Bunny.
All right, this is the one that we spoiled for ahead of time because it was at the top of the list.
Lola Bunny first appeared in Space Jam, seemingly coming out of a marketing executive's brain. Sorry, that's been crossed out to nowhere. And beckoning furries with her Serene-esque basketball skills. Or Siren-esque.
Siren. Serene? Is that how you think Serene is spelt?
Girl, I'm just picking up vibes of the words and I just say it out loud.
All right, you know what? Fasten with confidence. It's like you're speaking a foreign language and you got no clue what you're actually saying. I get it.
Yeah, like, I don't actually read the words. I don't understand the words that come out of me. It's like I'm just a machine that puts words on the page into words in the sound.
into words in the sound. Yep, that's correct. I agree.
I'm tired. So tired.
Look, I'm sorry that I know I'm the reason that we're recording this so late, but also... Oh my god, Trey.
I'm tired. I'm lonely. I think this man doesn't know what a furry is. That's right in this list.
So interesting. Apparently, this list found a Reddit thread arguing about about this. I'm also having a heat stroke right now because I'm wearing a sweater and sweating. I'm sweating so much after we talked about Bugs Bunny. Holy shit. I don't feel like I'm a real person right now.
What does the Reddit thread say? What does the Reddit thread say?
So it says, we honestly didn't think she was that big of a deal in the furry community until we stumbled across a Reddit thread arguing about the way her character has changed from Space Jam to the Looney Tunes show. Furry 1, shame they made her into a psychotic bimbo in the Looney Tunes show. Not that it isn't a good show. Furry 2, I'm going to disagree with you on Lola about the Looney Tunes show. She was totally hot and sexy in Space Jam, but she hardly had any personality or flaws for that matter. She was just a token chick, and a lot of the time she was just kind of a stereotypical and bland. And the conversation goes on and on until the Earth dies about its eventual heat death. Have you seen the Looney Tunes show?
I don't think that was from a furry Reddit.
Yeah, I don't think that was from a furry Reddit either.
I think that was just normal ass people.
They do link to it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
No,
it was on our
Looney Tunes show.
No, they look further down. The conversation goes on and on. They link to the Reddit in r/furry. So, I mean, I guess technically the conversation does go on and on. These were furries. I do like her in the Looney Tunes show. Yes, she's stupid. Oh. She is a bimbo, but like in the way that I would be. You know, I want to be
a bimbo so bad.
Lola Bunny in the Looney Tunes show is for the girls and the gays rather than for the straight men, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, what were we talking about? I feel like this might be the first episode in years that we've had go under an hour, but thank you all for listening. I was gonna say watching, but you might.
I mean,
how we haven't been recording for a year. Actually, when did Rankmaster start? Hold on, it's been a minute. It hasn't been a year, but it's definitely been like early 2023. I know we're coming up on the season.
Well, this is season. Whatever. Good night.
Yeah, good night. Is that just how we're ending it? Are we not saying anything else? Are we saying follow us on whatever it is? Give us a like, subscribe, rate us on platforms. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Oh no.